What's up, y'all? RaJuR, Real Deep Cool. I said I was going to do another video after I did my fragrance review on Dhofar. And now, this video is something totally different. So after this song, The Obvious, ends, I'm going to start what I think is something that's very important that I just can't let ride. I just can't let ride, you know what I mean? There would be people who, a lot of people don't even care what I think, pretty much, you know what I mean? But there's some people who do. They listen to what I say. And some of them may be, idiocy to some people, maybe ignorance, and maybe whatever it is. But, only reason I'm on this Maafa 21 thing, the black genocide and the Planned Parenthood, to distinguish black people from from the planet, much less America, along with Mexicans too, and whoever else is not Caucasian or European. Before I even checked this out, Maafa 21, I had already said something last week about something to this extent, something dealing with this thing that I've just stumbled upon, this Maafa 21, which I stumbled to it through my man Professor Griff, and I thought it was interesting when I first listened to it. But I think what I said last week was I was talking about how, the agenda, which I found out, this came around Ebola time when I was tripping on Ebola, that, there are certain people who are billionaires who are trying to get rid of, they're trying to get the earth down to a population level where it's manageable, where resources are enough for everybody to enjoy and sustain themselves. And those who don't appreciate the civil liberties that they have, and the foods, and the gluttony that we have, and the voracity that we have, and the foulness that we have. Man, my glasses be tripping sometimes. All the things we look at, the porn and the porn, the half of porn we see on TV and all that stuff that America floods us with. And I say trying to get rid of the family, trying to want the mothers, and kids talking back to the parents. Oh, shut up, ma! Shut the F up! You don't know what the F you're talking about. They want that. You know what I mean? And that's an agenda. But the agenda is also to get the population down. And whether it's starting with black folk, Mexican folk, maybe even some what they call white trash, whatever the situation is, people who are exhausting resources and not really contributing to anything. I don't know, am I to feel upset and sad about what I'm about to say? I don't believe in black genocide. Of course I don't. There's some guys, and I'm going to say this word, and white folk get to hear this as well as anybody else who looking at this. There's some black folks said, I can't stand niggas, but I can be around Negroes. You see? And that probably would equate with Caucasian or European folk is, yeah, we got our folk, who do the thing, but then we got that white trash, that trailer park trash we don't want to be with. You know what I'm saying? So you can equate that. Then the Mexicans probably got their thing, you got, true Mexican Americans. Like if you look at Scarface and the mother said, we Cubans came over here to do something good and you come over here to do something bad, you know what I mean? And he called them grease balls or whatever it was. Whatever it is that we, within our interracial, within our interracism between us being, whether we're black, European, Caucasian, Hispanic, whatever it is, everybody has that, man, I can't stand this other part of my racial makeup, all right, whatever it is. They can't stand it. You know what I mean? And I know, I'm not going to tell you who said that, but he's a comedian. And when he said it, black folk was like, you absolutely right. There are niggas, then there's Negroes. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? Negroes, they're trying to get jobs. They're trying to do the right thing. They're not killing each other up. They're not out here, just crazy, just doing willy-nilly. They're trying to be a productive force in this land that's not even our land, because we don't have any money for this to be our land. This is a place that we populate because we were brought over here by Caucasian and European people to be made slaves to do all the work. Now the fact of the matter is, now that the work is done, we don't need you anymore, because you can't get cheap labor. You get cheap labor from Mexicans because they're coming over the wall. They ain't really got a problem with Mexicans. They don't mind doing the cheap labor. Black folk don't want to do cheap labor. But then some black folk don't want to do nothing. You see what I'm saying? Black folk are in jail. Some ain't got no business in there, some do. I got that. And that goes for white folk too. That goes for everybody who's in jail. All right, that's another way. That's just called terrorism. That's called Guantanamo Bay on black folk prisons, and on a real tip. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, there are people who are going through life. Like my father went through all his 87 years, never been in jail. He was an asshole sometimes. He did some jail time shit. But he never ended up in jail because he went to work every day, whether he was sick, whether he had to put a bender on the night before, whether he was crashed out, he still went to jail. Whether he, functioned, even though he got down on some alcohol the next night, he went to work every day. And he paid his taxes. He did his thing. All right? As opposed to those who probably didn't make it to 87, who didn't do nothing but just sat around with drunks and drank on the corner and was alcoholics. And they were given a chance. I say he was given a chance. You feel me? They were giving it. That's my work. I gotta pick that up. I'm at the end of this. I just want to say to the Maafa thing. Look, Planned Parenthood is. You will say that it's there to kill off black people, but if you don't go there, you don't have to worry about it. I don't understand how you're gonna say that. How you gonna say Planned Parenthood is to abort all the black kids? Why are the black kids even having babies? Because the parents are not monitoring the black kids out having babies. Babies having babies. You know what black parents are doing when their 14-year-old and 13-year-old having babies? Planning a party. Planning a party. And waiting for the next one. And I've seen it. I've lived it. You see what I'm saying? They planning a party. Oh, it's not the baby fault. Yeah, it ain't nobody's fault. It ain't nobody's fault. So maybe she should have went and had an abortion? Or maybe she just shouldn't have had it anyway. Now see, accidental, like they said, through rape, or through, say for instance me. All right, I'm a contributing American. I go to work every day. I might bada bing. And say for instance I mess with a sister and I knock up. I mess around my condom break. It slip off while I'm doing the nasty. I get somebody pregnant. She wasn't taking a birth control pill because she don't think she should have to have a birth control pill because I should be able to take care of that. And I end up having a baby. I'm just not going to get it aborted. What are you talking about? I got to go, man. Maafa, man, you had me for a second. And killing all black people is one thing. But having a choice not to take the pill and having a choice not to go and have an abortion is total another. If they tell you to go get an abortion, then there's a problem. But if you go get the abortion because you let your kids out here acting wild, looking at stuff on TV, looking at fornication on TV through video and everything, you let them look at that. You don't educate them. You don't put them in front of a computer. You don't give them a chance to do something else besides sit around, wear the pants off their ass and all that stuff. And then you're going to have these Negro preachers coming up here talking about we need to stop and do that. When you in church, you can't get your congregation to handle their own kids. Man, get out of here. I ain't trying to hear that, dog. If you go get an abortion, you went and got the abortion. Planned Parenthood didn't drag you in there and make you get an abortion. Nor did it make you take birth control pills. You kill yourself off because you kill yourself off. That's the way I see it. Niggas gonna be niggas. Negroes gonna be Negroes. And if you got any sense, you just won't get an abortion and you won't take a freaking pill. And that way you ain't got to worry about it. And you won't be having irresponsible sex. Accidental sex can happen. Irresponsible sex is another thing. I'm out. RaJuR Real Deep Cool.